One of the hardest things of digital nomad life has got to be finding a place to stay. So before we go house hunting, I thought that I would just tell you why it's been a little bit difficult for us to find a place, and we've been at it for a few months now. But before I do that, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the content. So I think the main reason why it's been difficult is because there are two different types of digital nomads. You've got the slow mad, which is me basically, who stays at a place for a while and wants to explore from there. Actually, we thought of staying here maybe from like 6 months to a year and explore the Southeast Asia and of course the totality of Indonesia, hopefully. And then you've got the fast-paced digital nomad that goes to different places and just tries to stay at like for like weeks at a time. And the base that I'd like to find is something close to home, like something that feels not close to home geographically, something close to home, meaning something that feels like home, at least a 1-bedroom place. So if I have to do a Zoom meeting or I just need personal space from my partner, we both have that space. Not only me, I'm sure he needs space for me too. So it's good to have that, that space so you can, have privacy in your phone calls or your work calls or whatever you want to do if you just want to hang out and meditate for a little while, right? That's why it's been a little difficult. We're only looking at places in Canggu. Canggu is basically a digital nomad hub, and I honestly like to be in a place where I can walk. And Canggu is definitely that place, even though streets are very congested, but it's fine. And the challenge with Canggu is that it's a bit overpopulated. There are also a lot of construction sites. You can see it here. See, construction basically everywhere. Because it's really developing quickly. Right now I'm really walking to the side of the street because it's like really muddy. There's puddles everywhere. It's rainy season, so normal. So this first place that we saw is basically like a hotel. The fact that it has like a safe to me is like, yeah, it's pretty obvious that it's like a hotel. So of course it's going to be a little more expensive, but just to give you an idea. And what they told me in this place and what I found here as well is that a lot of places they're not even renting monthly. They just want to rent for short periods of time because that's how they make more money. It really surprised me because now that it's rainy season, you think that they would, be super excited to rent to someone monthly, but I guess business is really good and tourism is really thriving because they don't really want to rent monthly, so which is respectable. You can do whatever you want with your business, whatever works best for you, right? And now we're heading back to the place where I'm currently staying, which is really nice. My only issue with it is that it's two of us, so it's a little tight. I'll show you a little bit of this place to so you can see where we're staying, and yeah, see what you think. Let's talk about the situation in Bali in 2023 because a lot of things have changed. I walked into a huge surprise. So, first thing that has changed is the crowd, meaning the expats that come here. You used to get the person who wanted to do the spiritual thing, do yoga, meditation, and stuff, and also those who came for tourism, like just to see the beautiful sights and embrace the Balinese culture. And now, no shade here, but it's true, you get a lot of Instagram models. It's just a different crowd. So if you're coming for the whole spiritual thing, I don't think you're going to get it anymore, or you're not going to get it as easy as you did back in the day. And I'm a person who has come here a lot of times, so I can tell you that it's changed. And I thought it was the only one that had noticed this change. And then I realized that there were a lot of people in the Bali community, both Balinese and expats, who weren't really happy. And it really surprised me because I thought it was the only one. But what has really changed is the cost of life here. And well, regarding food and stuff, it's pretty much okay, actually. It's what I had expected, right? But when it comes to housing, the housing market has gone crazy. And I thought I was the only one who felt this way. I started investigating a little more to kind of figure out what was going on and why the prices are so high in Southeast Asia. Like, it just made no sense. They're at a high that honestly has never been seen in Bali before. And of course, current geopolitical situation has a lot to do with it. The war in Ukraine has had a lot of Russians coming here and setting up camp and renting villas for crazy prices, and that is what has driven the prices up. Yeah, something to keep into consideration, and the main reason why things are looking so different here. So anyway, let's keep hunting for a place to stay and see if we can find anything. So day 1,000,000th of looking for a place to stay in Canggu, Bali. Won't lie to you, it's been challenging to say the least. It's hard to find a place here. Let's see what happens now. I'm just going to show you the things I'm trying to dodge here. They're pretty big. So yeah, but we were prepared for this. This is not the big surprise. The big surprise was finding out that the prices spiked, and it was like literally within months, you know. We got here in October, and literally the prices that we had seen have gone up to double what they were. So I think this was truly the end of, the whole house hunting process here in Bali, and we need to make a decision in the next few weeks. I really want to stay, but at the same time, I'm excited for other adventures and other places. I mean, at the end of the day, it's, part of the experience, being able to travel and to experience new cultures and new places. And I think Bali was a great place to start, especially coming from Dubai, where, I lived for a long time. So I'm honestly excited to see what decision we make. I'll keep you posted to see if we're staying here in Bali or we move elsewhere. As of now, we have to make a decision, and whatever it is going to be the right one. So stay tuned and see you next time.